news that matters. This is KLBK News at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Skylar Soto, and thanks for joining us right here on KLBK News. Now, Lubbock Fire battling a fire in a garage behind a house this morning. The call came in just before 10 on 23rd Street near Memphis. We know it's out now, but we don't know how it started or if anyone was hurt, so we'll keep you updated on that. And Lubbock police asking for your help with their investigation into a fatal hit and run in West Lubbock Friday night. It happened on 19th and Kelsey Avenue just after 11:30. LPD says 20-year-old Kiana English King was already dead when they got there. Officers believe she was walking on 19th when an SUV hit her and drove off. Now, if you saw this happen or know anything about it, LPD wants to hear from you, so you can call the numbers right there on your screen. The latest to fall for one of those so-called phishing scams lost about $550,000 was Lubbock County, but it wasn't a person, it was the whole county. Now, County Judge Curtis Parrish tells us all the money was recovered about 2 weeks ago. Judge Parrish says a construction contractor sent an invoice saying the county needed them to pay for their work, but the county had already paid. It turns out the bank routing numbers had been altered and the money went to a scammer instead of the construction company. The bank in San Antonio where the money was sent recovered the money and returned it to the county, and the contractor was paid through an insurance claim. But Sheriff Kelly Rose says it'll be hard to find the bad guys because he believes they're not in this country. A Manhattan grand jury investigating former President Donald Trump is expected to meet again this week. Over the weekend, the former president falsely claimed that the Manhattan DA had dropped the case against him. Trump, who is currently running again for nation's highest office, held a campaign rally Saturday in Waco, Texas, where he attacked the multiple investigations against him. Robert Costa has the latest from Washington.
When they go after me, they're going after you.
Former President Donald Trump defiant and attacking those investigating him on Saturday.
Prosecutorial misconduct is their new tool, and they are willing to use it at levels never seen before in our country.
He opened the rally in Waco, Texas, signaling support for those who violently stormed the Capitol after the 2020 election. Playing a video with January 6 defendants singing a rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner as he stood with his hand to his heart. Trump's incendiary push forward comes amid concern about potential violence after Trump called for protests if indicted by the Manhattan grand jury investigating falsification of records relating to hush money payments made in 2016 to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Trump then escalated his rhetoric, posting about potential death and destruction should he be charged and labeling District Attorney Alvin Bragg an animal. The DA received a death threat on Friday in a letter sent to his New York office. Trump's lawyer Joe Tacopina wouldn't defend his client's posts on Sunday, including a recently deleted one with Trump holding a baseball bat.
I think that was an ill-advised post that one of his social media people put up.
But maintained Trump's innocence regarding any payments.
There is no crime here. There's not even a bad act.
Lawmakers who've been briefed by the FBI say authorities are keeping a close eye on events.
The horrific activities that took place on January 6th, God willing, we will not see them repeated this week, should any one of these cases move forward on Trump.
And in the special counsel's investigation of January 6, several former top Trump aides will now be compelled to testify, including former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and former national security officials Robert O'Brien and John Ratcliffe. All of this increasing the pressure on Trump. Robert Costa, CBS News, Washington.
Thanks so much, Robert. Now, Texas lawmakers are at the halfway point of this legislative session, and some of leadership priorities are getting closer to final votes in the House and in the Senate. But all bills need the approval of both chambers, which mean busy weeks ahead. Now, here's political reporter Julie Fine.
With just about 2 months to go, the Texas House and Senate are tackling some of leadership's top priorities.
All 31 senators have signed on to a homestead exemption increase.
That increase, part of the Senate's plan for property tax relief, passed.
All of Texas students will be doing better with a robust school choice program in the state of Texas.
A priority of the governor and the lieutenant governor. Witnesses both for and against school choice have already testified on the Senate bill. Also, we're monitoring the upcoming debate on the Senate floor on a bill that would require college athletes to play on the teams that match the sex on their birth certificates. Committees are considering legislation surrounding the reliability of the Texas power grid.
And while our districts are certainly unique, they have one thing in common. They have trusted us to be their voice.
House lawmakers will start hearing bills on the full floor next week, but some well on their way. The House plan on property taxes, which includes capping annual appraisals at 5%, was approved by the Ways and Means Committee 10-1. Dozens of witnesses lined up to testify about a bill that would put online betting on the ballot and another that would allow voters to decide about a small number of casinos in Texas. Border security is an issue expected to be debated soon. Among the proposals, one that establishes a border protection unit where Texas citizens can participate but don't have arresting authority unless trained and authorized by the governor. There's a lot of work ahead during a critical period